Hi beauties, it's Jean Piersanti with Beauty and the Stamper, and today is a quick and easy Dollar Tree DIY. It uses a frame from the Dollar Tree. This one is an 8x10. I'm going to flip it over so you don't get a glare. It also uses just a fork, a knife, and a spoon, and then any kind of paper that you want. I have chosen this pattern here. Actually, I chose this pattern here, and I found it at an English tea room. I thought it was so cute, this idea, that I thought, oh, that Stampin' Up! Paper that I have that has those roses on it would look so beautiful as this DIY. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the easy version, and then I'm going to show you a little bit how to step it up if you want to. So what you're going to do is take out the backs of these. You could either just pop them up with your hands, or if they are a little bit hard, then grab yourself a pair of scissors and push them back. That way you don't hurt your hand. Then we're going to take this, and we already know that it's an 8x10, so you should be able to just take your paper. This is a 12x12, so I would know that I need to cut off 2 inches by 4 inches. So I'm just going to take my trimmer here and go to the 2-inch mark. And this can be any paper you want. I just happen to love the Stampin' Up! Paper, if you know me. And if you'd like, I will put a link down below so you can get your own Stampin' Up! Paper, because check this out. I don't know if you can see or not, but it has some really pretty gloss to it. So we've cut 2 inches off here, and now this side I'm going to cut 4 inches off, and that'll give us our 8x10. So I'm going to keep those because it still has some great texture on there. And again, it is double-sided, so you can use whatever side you'd like, whatever is best for you. And all you're going to do, I'm going to grab this back over here. You can keep the glass in there if you'd like. You could take it out if you'd like. I am actually going to keep the glass in there. We're just going to put that right in here. Put this guy right in here as well. This one's going to go in there. And then we're going to push all of these back. Now, I have left everything as easy of a DIY that I could. Look how pretty that is in that frame. Then, very quick, very easy, you're going to take and you'll hot glue these little guys where they touch. Now I know you turn that this way, but there's a little bit of writing in there, so I am going to turn it this way here for the time being. And then you're going to hot glue right here and right here, right where they're going to touch, and that is going to hold that in place for you. You guys, that is how easy a DIY is, and isn't that super pretty? Now I'm going to change it up just a little bit because I have some Stampin' Up! Products that I really like. So I'm going to take, and I want to give it a little bit more of an older kind of feel. So I'm pulling all this back out because it was that easy. And I'll have pictures at the end of the finished. So I'm just going to set this off to the side. I'm going to pull out some paper here because I am going to take out my crumb cake ink pad. This is kind of a Dollar Tree DIY and a Stampin' Up! Video all put together. So if you watch both, then this is a treat for you. I'm going to cut off just a little bit of the sponge here and put that into the crumb cake ink, picking up some of the ink, and then starting off on the side. See how that gives it a little bit of color? Starting off, now I'm going to move in, and just in some of the corner here, it's going to give it a little bit of older texture. You see the difference between the two there. And then just going around, and it's not a big, huge deal, but it just those little bits makes some difference there. So, and I'm just going around. I'm not going to keep it like all uniform or anything like that, because when you have antiques, it's not all uniform. But I am going to leave this part here with a nice yellow, and I'm just going to kind of tinge up the edges here. All the way around. Sometimes I talk to myself, like, or not talk to myself, but I hear myself, and when I'm going all the way around, it kind of sounds like Bob Ross. Just so funny. We're almost done with this side, but you see how it's really framing? It's kind of giving it like a vignette if you've done any pictures or portraits or anything. It's just coming out a little bit, kind of like, I don't know, almost like it's an antique. So there we go. For some reason, this did not darken up as much. I'm going to darken this up a little bit more. And any color that this might pick up, I'm fine with. So now we've got a little bit more of a rustic look there. And I want this to kind of come together, so I'm going to set this off to the side. Again, if you wanted to order any of this pretty paper, you can go to jeanpersanti.stampinup.net to order the ink, the paper. I'm also going to use some of the Stampin' Blends. This one is the Rococo Rose, which is really goes well with this one here. And I'm going to get this frame out. And I'm going to take the Rococo Rose. This is an alcohol marker. And I'm just going to color this in, but I'm going to get this guy and wipe it off before it dries. Just so it gives it a little bit of a little pink tinge. And I don't know if you could see it that great, but I can see it here. And you don't want it to get on there too much, because it will stain when it's been on there. Once the alcohol has evaporated, it does go out. So I'm just kind of moving this along, and I'll show you what I'm talking about here, but not on this piece. I don't know if you can tell the difference between some of that little bit of pink twinge to nothing here. So again, I'm just kind of aging it, hoping to make it all fill in. And I'm doing it in sections because it needs to, if I went all the way around, some of it would not, it would dry off. So I'm just giving it a little bit of twinge of color here. And I'm gently wiping it off. So you can see this one is a little bit more pink. Ooh. And I'm lightly rubbing it on here because this is a felt kind of tip there, and we do not want that to get destroyed. Now see here, I left that on a little bit longer, so it's got a little bit more pink, which is okay. I'm okay with it. I don't want that bright, bright pink, so I'm good.
That's good to hear.
Oh, that was my Echo apparently listening in, and she's happy. So I don't know if you could see that little bit of pink coming through there. So I think what I'm going to do, I really like that, is I'm going to do the same to the insides there, or get out a different color, which this one is a medium crumb cake. Oh, this is the older stuff. But let's see here. Well, you're going to get out a crumb cake color. They come in light and dark, so this is an older one. And I'm just going to line that around because I did use this crumb cake here, and I want to give it a little bit of a different kind of feel, and I am going to leave that on and let it dry because this is coming out really a nice color there. And you can use, I mean, you can use the Sharpies or anything like that that they might have at the Dollar Tree to get this same type of look. I just really like the alcohol ink, and it's giving it a nice pretty brown color. And I'm going to go over it one more time, just really quickly around. And then, I think I already got that, so there we go. And then I can do that to the outside if I wanted to as well, just right along here. And you could see the difference. And I could do that in the pink, or I could do that in the this brown color, whichever you choose. It's all your own doing. I went off the rail a little bit there, so that's why. And we're just going all the way around. So this is for those of you who like to add a little bit more detail. But I mean, the first one you could be done. And if you know anybody who likes a tea room or the shabby chic kind of look, I think this would be good for them. So I like it. I thought it was really pretty. And there we go. We gave it a little bit of a different look. And then if you wanted to, and move that out of the way, if you wanted to, you could do the same thing to these guys. You could dinge it up just a little bit. See there? I'm going to wipe it off because I don't want it to be too dingy. But you could see a different color change. So it's a little bit different color. And then you'll really be able to tell here. I'll do it right in here. You see these pieces here? You really can't tell right up here. But once I put this guy in there and then wipe it out, you could see more of the detail in there. And you could see that it's a little bit of a different color. And then we're going to wipe that off. And you can see that it's a little bit got of a tinge there. Now if I really wanted to, I could get out some of the green, hold on, and put a patina on there. Maybe some green or a little bit of a Coastal Cabana, and it would give a nice little patina. But you could see the difference in the two there. This one really aged it, which I like. So I'm going to go ahead and do that really quick. Again, be very careful that you don't wait too long. Otherwise, you're going to get, see the difference in the two? You're going to get a bit of a color that stays on there. Now, if you like this color and you want it to be this color, then leave it on there. That's perfectly fine. It's all up to you and whatever you like. So now you can see that has a bit of a different color. So I really like this. And then if you mess up a little bit or anything like that and you decide, oh, I better keep that kind of color, go for it. I might go with a little bit of a patina on there. I definitely wanted it to look a little bit more aged. I really like it. You can see the difference there. So we're going to age this one up a little bit. And I guess I will go with the side that has the writing. That's okay. If I'm giving this to somebody who does tea, then they will know the difference, right? So you can see the difference there between here and there. It's just blowing my mind. I just thought, would this work? And sure enough, it is working, so I like it. See the difference? So I'm not sure. Let's try it. Let's do a little bit of a kind of a patina, because we have the other side we can deal with, just so you know. We'll put a little bit here and see if you like it or not. I mean, this is going to get just glued down. And we'll put a little bit. You have to move kind of quick there. Oh yeah, do you see that? I don't know if you can see it or not. It definitely gives that patina look. But I think I like the darker. So that was really cool. You can test that out like that. Play around with colors on the back side. Get yourself some old forks, or you can get these at the Dollar Tree. So just get yourself a second set. It's only $1 to play around with. And then I'm going to get some ribbon here, and then we're going to get out our, guys, we're going to put this all back together again. So we'll put that there. You could have the glass if you'd want the glass on the outside, but I want it to really stick with the glue gun on the paper. If I put the glass, the glue wouldn't fit as well. It wouldn't, what's it called? It wouldn't, yeah, it wouldn't stick as well. So you'd have to want to use like an E6000. So if you want the paper to be really shiny, go for it. That's a good way to go. So we've got this back on. We're just going to push these guys all back down. You can have it standing up. You could do it sideways if you'd like, however you'd like. But I just want to have a little bit of yellow in there. And so for me, I'm going to go right across here. And put that down. I'm going to get my little spatula out to push this into that board. And it's going to get right all in to the fibers so that it holds really tightly. And I'm going to do the same thing here, just to, whoop. That way the glue is holding on to that fiber really well. And because it is cardboard, it's going to stick really well as well. So you could always put some more, like across this way and across this way, and it kind of locks it in that way. And now you just have to wait for it to dry off. So I probably should have done that part last, but we're okay. I'm going to hold this up a little bit so that it doesn't touch my workspace. There we go. Now you see the difference, how it looks a little bit older there. And now we're going to go ahead and be careful with this glue because it is very much going to resonate through here. So find out where it's touching. So this one's touching right here. So you're going to put it right there, and you're going to put a good dollop. And then the same right here. And that one doesn't need to be as much of a dollop there. You're going to line it up where you want it. And that dried really quick. So there you go. You're going to do the same thing with your fork. Making sure the bottoms line up. And then you're going to do the same thing with your knife, and that lines up here and here. So put a thin line like that. And again, making sure the bottoms line up. And there you go. How cute is that? I think it is adorable. I think it's got an old feel. You could even put some lace on there if you'd like, but I think it's very tea housey. Let me know what you think. If you love this, please give me a big thumbs up. If you want to see more DIYs, feel free to subscribe, and I'll be doing more of these. This guy, how much did it cost me? I'd say, what, $3 maybe? So, but you can find your own paper. You can even color your own, whatever you'd like. $1, $1, and then the paper is cents. So, and then the ribbon, also cents. So I hope you like it. I'll show you a picture of it hanging up, and then I will talk to you later. Have a wonderful day. Bye.